3, 2, live. No, we're not live at all.
3, 2,
Hello, and welcome to the Zach and Tony Show podcast.
Did I
it's
step
officially
over that? Nah,
the
you're
Zach.
good.
You're fine. Yeah, you're officially listening to the Zach and Tony Show. Now, no longer called A Bit Touched. Last week's was A Bit Touched. Now we're the Zach and Tony Show.
That was good.
Podcast.
You guys said no now.
At the same time.
You better get it together, Brian, because this shit's going on.
Especially when we keep...
It's a finely moving locomotive, and I'm just clickety-clacking on the rails
We're
behind
professionals.
it
We
with,
know what we're doing.
What is this called?
Get that pot of coffee
You
on.
can't see what my hand motion are.
The cart.
Hand
it
cart?
looks
Train
like
tracking.
a hand cart? Yeah.
Train tracky thingy.
Yeah, we just lost a $400 hand cart.
Yep, there you go. Hand cart.
Yeah.
Thank you, Blazing Saddles.
Train tracky thingy also applies.
Hand cart. We have established that
Yeah,
it
it's
is a
hand cart,
hand
Tony.
cart.
Potato, tomato.
What?
Dickhead.
But yeah, welcome to the show. We have more stupid stuff for you, I'm sure.
Tons.
We're going to sit here and talk like we usually do until we run out of steam. Our guest today is the enviable
You've already run out of steam.
Brian Gartland. Oh, that's it. The show's over. We can't
That
even
is
go
the
any
end of
recording.
steam.
Your microphone's just not recording.
Oh, no, it was recording.
Oh, it's all recording.
Yeah, it's all recording. It's just letting you know
Just
that we peaked.
rejected.
That Tony's the
was
loudest person
still-
in the room. As
I
if
think it
we
was
needed a
I think it
microphone
was
and
just
computer.
my name. I think technology, like the Chicago comedy scene, has rejected my name.
All right, so let me redo the introduction. He's my roommate and yours.
No, that's
Oh wait, no, he's
only Andrew.
just my roommate and Andrew Campbell's.
There you go.
Right.
It's the one, the only, the hilarious, Mr. Brian Gartland.
Oh, thank you, America. Please sit down.
yeah.
Sit down.
Yeah,
down,
I like
please.
when I introduced Brian, he said, "You've already run out of steam."
The enviable. That's all I got.
That's, that has exhausted our notes for this week.
I can't even.
Thank you for being here today, Brian.
Didn't even throw in a middle name.
I can't. I
Brian
can't.
Michael Gartland,
I can barely function right now.
also known
Right
as BM
now.
Gartland or BM Fartland,
Or just
is my
BM,
favorite.
Just BM.
Just a big old BM.
BM's a decent nickname for Brian. Well, what have you got going on, Brian? We gotta stop. This is a professional show. We gotta stop laughing.
Since fucking when? Last week when it was called Tit and Tat or whatever?
No.
A bit touched.
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry.
Much more professional with that name. Thank you very much.
This bit has been touched by death.
Damn.
Well, what have you got going on, Brian? Anything important? Anything cool? Are you cool?
I'm so cool, bro.
All right.
Brian's cool.
Starting up again production for the News Asterisk with
love that
Maggie
show.
Smith.
Oh, over there at the Second City.
Going up in the Beat Lounge in the Second City Training Center.
Damn.
I think legally, like, we're not allowed to go around saying that it's at the Second City.
Oh, probably not.
We have to be like hit training center hard.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
That's okay. Now
But-
people know.
Yeah.
that's not what I tell my parents' Facebook friends.
For those of you who don't know us, which is nobody, Brian Gartland is a stand-up comedian, a sketch comic, and one hell of an actor.
It's a John Oliver type show where we do topical news jokes and we write some stuff that people may not have known before, and then we do a silly little bit. Did the first one for a 4-week run, figured out the style, figured out how to, really do that in person, what it takes to write topical jokes in a week and be prepared with a what do we call it?
Sketch, video.
Main story, that was the word. Whole story is what I wanted to say, but that's not what it's called, so I didn't.
Like a front page, essentially.
Yeah, basically,
Yeah.
the what John Oliver thing will be on the YouTube. The YouTube will be on
Grandpa.
YouTube
Sound
the
like
next day.
40.
Grandpa, 40. That's your go-to for
50.
old. Aren't you 40 in like 3 weeks, Tony?
Dude, I am 25.
what year were you born?
1986? 7. 1988.
86.
1988.
What year were you going? Were you going for 25?
25.
91.
1991.
It's pretty. Jesus.
I maintain that I am 25 throughout every single show, web series, podcast that
That
we
you
do.
need to nail down
And
that
family
year, buddy.
reunion.
Family reunions. How old are you now, Tony? 25.
25.
Just like I was last year.
I'm 25, and you were at my birth.
There are pictures of you
Picture
holding
changing
me.
Yeah.
I'm 50.
Oh.
50 years old.
I never saw the news asterisks at a live one, but I did see some of y'all's videos, and I thought they were darn hilarious.
Thank you.
We should put some links on whatever websites that we have to the videos so that people know.
We will do that. We'll plug the shit out of you. And news shit is
But you're
good.
also going to tell people about my projects, right?
Yes.
After you plug the shit out
Oh,
of
we're
me.
going to plug you
Yeah,
good.
we're gonna-
And then we might think about
And then
telling
maybe
people.
we'll tell people
Yes.
about your dates.
If you ask politely. After we're done plugging this shit out of you.
Based on what I know about
Get on
plugging,
your
I
knees
feel
and
like you'll
ask.
be plugging the shit back into me.
Any more news hours on in your brain, or are you thinking about moving away from that?
Well, I wanted to do a news hour of all of the jokes that had been rejected, because we submit a bunch of jokes every week for the news asterisk, and what I wanted to do was animate myself telling all these rejected jokes, and I still may. The list of things I would like to do that I get a positive reaction from when I explain the idea to someone and then never think of again could fill
Yes.
the
This microphone.
This
Go.
a whole podcast
Grand
on just those ideas.
Just those
the
things.
Grand Canyon.
Takes him 20
you know,
minutes.
Ryan
Much shorter than I thought it
Connor,
was.
Logan Connor's brother, does animation.
Wow.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad either. It's funny.
glowing review.
But I'm just saying.
Well, no, yeah,
a resource.
It's a difficult thing where I run into the fact that I would like to be able to animate, write, edit, act, and think I should be able to do all of these things, so I don't do any of them.
Well,
We were just talking last week about it's
Dude.
just like just do
One step.
The first step is the hardest step to take.
it's a big thing that we talk about is like
The Aladdin method. You
being
Yeah.
your
One
own
step.
being your own
Maybe the
worst
big
enemy
boo.
and having like all this stuff to do and it weighs you down because it just becomes way too daunting. And the one step process actually really helps me not have a panic attack when it's
Yeah.
coming to me.
Yeah, planning is something that I refuse to do. That always helps me.
Right. Yeah.
I reject construct and like rules
Yeah.
and things like that. But when I make my own, being the dictator of my own universe allows me to.
Yeah.
It's like, oh well, at least someone intelligent is running the show here.
Right.
I
Yeah.
can follow my rules.
Right.
So when I do set a schedule, I tend to adhere to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For like 5 or 6 hours.
Well, and
Till the first bong hit.
with your jokes, you already have essentially a step one done. It's just now it's finding the new step one because you've got the jokes written right already.
Yeah, I just want Tony to try that again and do a better bong sound.
Wait, one at a time. Me first.
Right, yeah.
Me
All right,
first,
let's
sir.
go. Yeah,
All right.
bong sound.
Okay, ready?
All right. Tony, let's all, spur of the moment idea, brought on by nothing. Let's all do impressions of bong hit.
Ooh, fun!
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll go first.
Yeah, okay.
Pull it.
No way. Not for how long you were
Yeah,
sucking that
no,
baby
you
down. you would have been doubled over.
Well, that was the first one I wasn't thinking about. Like
Tony,
the double
for-
over.
Although
and
you
coughing.
clearly had a little practice doing the bong test.
Do you remember the 318 North Harrison bong hit where you took one and then leaned your head on the sink and shouted, "I'm dying" for 5 minutes
I
straight?
thought I was because I was
I'm
coughing
dying.
and spitting up in your kitchen.
I'm dying. I'm dying.
My throat hurts so much. I couldn't breathe.
I'm dying.
You take this hit, you pussies.
We had another roommate that
That's
fell
how I
asleep
used to
on
be.
the sink. Doing that, like put his head down on the sink. and
Who
we-
was that?
I don't know if we,
Oh, just initials.
a J, C.
Yeah.
Ruined
Good.
his career too.
Wait, no, there's definitely at least two JCs.
Yeah, it's not
Jesus
screw
Christ.
not screw tooth JC.
Okay. Oh, okay. That makes
Oh.
even more sense.
Not Screwtooth?
No. I'm gonna kick your goddamn head in.
Kick your gut, dick.
Oh!
Oh, Joe Carlson smokes weed. I'll put that bitch on blast.
Who did that last week with Sultani?
Oh, we just straight up were
he was like, Zach's like,
I don't know if I should say it. I'll say it. I'll say it right now.
I'll say it. Fucking that fucking guy. It was about like taking taxis with people and how Sultani might be one of the worst people in the world to take a taxi with.
He just gets all up in their grill.
Turns of things to make fun of him about. That's pretty low.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That Tony did the right thing.
Yeah, totally. Put that guy on blast too. Him and Joe Carlson. Give me your bong rip there, Zach.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Oh no! Oh God!
I don't believe it.
It's good. You know, a little performing.
What the hell? What is Bill performing? What the hell's happening
Also,
upstairs?
what's going on?
Yeah,
I mean, it's not. That one's definitely not thunder. You may hear some thunder.
I think it's the
strikes in
dogs
this.
I
coming
think
for
the
me.
dogs.
Mm-hmm.
The dogs
Where are
hate
my
Brian.
testicles somewhere.
They smell Brian. They
It's
want to
actually
dig
hiding
through
in
the
here.
floor. They want to dig through the floor and get in here and eat you to bits.
But not before you
Plug
take a
me
bong rip.
good.
Help us plug you.
Yeah, I guess
I
he
believe
wins.
it. I believe it.
Practice,
does he
practice,
win?
practice.
Yeah, we'll
wins.
give it to Brian.
Yeah.
Yours was, I didn't believe that you wouldn't cough. Mine was, I just coughed too much, I think.
You're just a horrible actor is what it is.
Damn
Oh God!
I'm trying.
I'm being honest.
I did
should quit.
land a part today, though.
He
I
did.
was gonna make fun of all of us for saying "on blast" until you put Zach back
On blast?
On
what was the
blast.
part? Sorry, what was the?
I got the role of God.
Explain it to Brian, because I'm on the. I
I
don't
don't
think,
believe in God.
Number one,
So what
don't
the
believe in
hell
God.
are you
Number
talking
two-
about?
Number two, they're probably not going to pay him. I'm kind of on the fence about him doing it.
Yeah, so I'm not going to mention the company name or anything like that because
You don't
now
wanna
we're
put
talking about
them-
that on blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, no more on blast for me. But yeah, so
Set your on blasters to stun.
They pretty much are. I didn't mention any names, but that's pretty much about as stunning as I can get there.
Yeah.
Without, because if somebody happens upon this podcast and listens to you,
Sure.
Happens
Me talking
upon
this.
accidentally listens to it.
yeah,
Someone might.
50 years from now.
yeah.
Oh,
Who's talking about us?
that
Sir, I found something. I found something.
that Joe Sultani sounded like a real douchebag.
Everyone, quick. And grab the dictionary.
actually-
On blast
On
is a
blast.
huge saying from 2016.
Joe Carlson and Joe Sultani are just furious.
Were these guys affiliated with NASA?
Where this becomes the new book of history. Like
Yeah.
in a postman like terrible post-apocalypse.
The
They
movie-
find the what was it? What was
the
the
movie
first
Time
episode
Machine.
called?
Yeah.
The what?
Tits for tats.
No,
a bit touched.
A bit touched. Tits
A bit
for tats.
touched. I'm not gonna remember it.
Exactly,
Tits
that's
for
why we
Tats
changed it.
Is actually pretty good. podcast
Tits
name.
for touching.
Tits for touching. Tits for touching. Tits
What
for
else
looking.
they for, fellers? Looking.
Well, you can look.
Tits for touching.
Well, aren't they? Yeah. Have you guys ever seen the movie Time Machine?
No.
Nope.
Seriously?
Yep.
Yeah.
the old school
Why
movie
would
Time Machine?
You can ask as many details as you want. We won't have seen it.
Nope.
Well, we should move on.
Saw
to-
Hot Tub Time Machine 1 and 2.
Me too.
Yeah, number 2, I could have done without it, but number 1
Number
one's
one's
pretty good.
Surprisingly good. I like it.
Yeah.
I think that they feel I liked 1. I was entertained by
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I don't know that it's like The Godfather to The Godfather 3. You know,
I mean-
we're like taking a huge step off from Hot Tub Time Machine.
I mean-
boy, have they let their standards go to Hot Tub Time Machine 2. Granted, most of Hot Tub Time Machine 2 seemed like getting funny people in front of a camera writing things like 2 words of a script. And just be
Yeah,
like,
they didn't-
And
Cordry,
just improving. the
Call
entire-
They
him
didn't
gay.
have a whole script.
They
Yeah.
definitely
Cordry, call him gay. We'll get 15 minutes out of it.
Yeah.
Continue to just find new ways to call him gay.
Hey, would you make fun of his penis? Like it's small or something? Yeah, keep going. We're getting gold, guys. Gold.
That is what
now,
it
if you
was.
compare Hot Tub Time Machine 1 and 2 to the Godfather movies, I believe the Hot Tub Time Machine 1 is still the best of all 5.
So you like Hot Tub Time Machine 1 better than Godfather 1, 2, or 3?
I mean, it's an argument.
Anything
There's an argument to
could
be had
be
there.
an argument.
Yeah. There's an argument that could be made
I would love to hear it.
that John Cusack's performance blows Marlon Brando's out
Big
of
old dick.
We have wandered into the forest and we do not have flashlights.
I'm allowed to be racist towards Italians. I am one.
I don't. Why even bring
am
up
one.
racism?
I am, because I
move
am.
on from it.
I am being
It's
racist
just
towards Italians.
bigoted.
Because you like Cusack
okay.
better than Brando?
Now that wasp is a hell of a gentleman.
That Cusack.
That Cusack. What a wonderful waspy man.
He could be anywhere. He could be in the neighborhood right now.
Yeah, he could be.
Yeah.
He
He hasn't done
totally lives
anything in
here
a
and
long
shit.
time.
Chirac, baby.
Chirac?
I saw him on the set of Chirac.
I haven't seen the movie. Is it a good movie?
I haven't seen the movie either.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know if I want to see the movie.
me either. And I spent a day on set.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's
What were
people
you doing?
criticized Spike.
What was
for
I doing?
Entering a situation that he didn't
As
necessarily know the intricate details.
That's
of.
100%.
Yeah, totally.
Klutz came from New York and then tried to explain Southside violence without a real intimate understanding of where it came
Yes.
from, the systematic problems involved in it. And so, he didn't really hit the core audience of people in Brooklyn or the South Side or anybody who would initially not be interested in it, the topic.
That's a
Seems
very good
like
explanation.
It was a good swing, came from a right place and a miss.
Yep.
It seems like he
Did you
tried
see it?
to do the right thing.
Isn't that another one of his
It's a
movies?
Spike Lee movie.
I mean, he got game, in the directorial
director's
sense.
Yeah, no, other people just seem bamboozled by the idea.
Yes. Now I'm just trying to think of more Spike Lee movies. I can't think of a one.
X.
Yeah.
Bam!
What Spike Lee could have used during the filming of Chirac was an inside man.
This is Doug Loves Movies, right?
This,
Welcome to
Come on, Doug Loves Movies.
Yep, yeah. He Doug said to say hi and
Send his two best assistants to fill in.
but no, I was a National Guardsman and it was the worst. I think maybe the worst professional experience I've ever had as like an actor or anything.
really?
Oh.
What, because they just treated you like shit?
Yep, basically.
And they took your cell phones, they wouldn't let you leave.
Yeah, I already told you the story. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right,
Yeah,
moving
wrapped
on.
it
guess
up in
so.
a nice little bow. But Cusack was there, and he definitely seemed nice. So
There was no John Adams.
no, John Adams was the best experience professionally because I just sat around, read books, and ate delicious sandwiches. You know that episode of 30 Rock where they get the Teamsters with the sandwich?
Yeah, the sandwiches.
That's exactly what they were. It was like the most delicious
Good-ass
sandwiches
sandwich.
wrapped in tin foil, and you just go and get as many as you want.
I love sandwiches.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about some. I was thinking about those sandwiches in Italy.
What they have on them?
Oh, dude, whatever you wanted. Usually it was just fresh mozzarella, basil, and prosciutto. And they
Yeah.
were
Kind of bread, like
Ham and cheese.
hard crispy bread, like crispy on
Oh,
the
yeah,
outside,
yes.
soft on the middle.
Yeah, you know exactly what you're talking about. And they would have them every 30 steps. They would have a shop or like a bodega selling these the best sandwiches I've ever had. And then, 10 steps after that, you'd see like a fucking Subway in Rome, and you're like, who the fuck is going to that Subway?
Yeah.
When these great sandwiches are there, you know what? I kind of regret not going into one of those Subways.
I don't think you should.
I wanted to go into a McDonald's.
Well, I
just
wanted to see
the
what they
difference.
were getting their meat. If it was
same.
different sandwiches, or you think it's the same?
I think
You
I don't
it's
know.
the exact
I
same?
don't know. I wish I'd gone in as well just to see it.
Corporate
Not necessarily buy
clowns.
anything, but
No, just to see.
Just to observe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Take a picture. Oh, check it out, honey.
This is a Big Mac from Italy.
I once in one of those shops, Brian, in one of those shops. I don't know if we told you the story. We probably did,
I
but
don't think I heard too much about your idly stories.
idly, I went in and I couldn't speak much Italian, Brian.
Oh, Tony is flexing and kissing himself.
Yeah, I know. Over
That's not
my story about sandwiches.
Brian's a liar.
In Italy.
No one knows what's happening
Zach,
right now.
did that just happen?
It totally just happened.
Yeah.
They're
Still
both
doing
lying.
it.
They're both like coming against me.
Why would we make that up?
And so I go in and I don't speak a lick of Italian, and I'm trying to order a sandwich, and I start to freak out. And Tony's on the other side of the restaurant. I'm like, I don't know.
I'm like ordering coffee for
He's ordering
us.
coffee, and I'm there trying to pick out a sandwich. I'm like, the one where I don't know how to say. I'm like, Tony, and
Bob,
screaming my name, and I'm starting to panic 'cause
probably the only Tony in the shop there. Too.
right. Yeah. He's probably getting up there. Everybody's fucking attention.
everybody's name is Tony.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Everybody's like, who's this guy freaking out?
And I start to panic because I'm thinking he's in trouble or something. So I kind of come up in a panic. I run to the other side of the shop. I'm gonna go
I'm like, Tony, how do you say that? And
What is that?
And then
What
the
is
guy
that?
behind the counter goes, ham and cheese.
He can speak English the entire time. The entire time. He goes, oh, ham and cheese. He can speak English the entire time.
Tony.
What is that?
Oh,
I'm just dying. I'm dying
talking to me?
laughing.
Right. That's a ham and cheese.
Ham and cheese.
Sir. Yeah, so that was my sandwich story. What do you say we do one of our delicious segments? You want to ask Zach and Tony?
Yeah, let's ask Zach and Tony.
Well, I'm glad to be a part of the Ask Zach and Tony segment of the show.
It got longer and longer. It's comedic gold.
So this is the part of the
what
show
I'm doing.
where our guest will ask Zach and Tony a question that ladies write into a Cosmo magazine or a Glamour or some other women's magazine and expect it to be answered by, professionals in the editing world or maybe the sex world or the therapy world. But instead they're going to get an answer from Zach and Tony. And Brian's going to help us out this week as well. So Brian, without further ado, would you ask us
goofiest segment
question?
by far.
All right, so here we have, what should I do with my hands when giving oral?
Butthole. Put them right in the butthole.
Yeah, that was my answer every time.
Both hands, all the way
All the way.
in.
All right, next segment, current events. Current events. No, I'm serious.
And
Let's move
answered. Yeah, we did it.
So this week's current events here on the Zach and Tony Show podcast.
I have a different answer, but
No,
go ahead.
please,
no,
yeah, please.
I would love your insight personally.
Yeah,
No, I don't want to. I just wanted to be on record for not putting my hands in people's asses during oral sex.
That's your butthole.
so your butthole.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I totally. Thank God we went back on this.
Yes, your butthole.
So
For any confusion out there, when you're giving oral
ladies,
sex, you place your hands inside your own
butthole, please, and as far away from our buttholes.
You want to seriously answer this question?
Sure, if you want.
You know what?
Balls.
Just again, like
you touch your.
these questions, like
We need to have an
just
ownership of these
make
now.
me so angry because the answers are so very obvious. Why are you even thinking about your hands?
Yeah.
Like just do what you want with your hands as
They
long as
should
it's not
be involved.
be involved. Yeah, be
Well,
involved.
the hands shouldn't be taking this off.
Yes, I
Whether
agree.
it's
I
stroking
agree.
up and down your legs,
Yes.
fondling balls,
Yes.
fingers
Be
and
in there.
buttholes,
Or both.
If
Whatever-
you're
or stroking
whatever the
along.
other person
you
wants.
could be using at least one of those hands to do something
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
in the business area.
Yeah, for sure.
But the questions are so infuriating sometimes. I mean, because I'm assuming that these are adults from the ages of like 18 to 35, right?
Probably.
And this then it comes.
This
and
is
it always
probably
come-
on the younger end
but
of
it-
the spectrum.
It always comes down to, I don't believe these are real questions. I believe that there's like an editor is writing these questions and then answering them.
You want a real question?
themselves.
You want real shit?
Sure.
You guys ever jerk off to cartoons?
Oh
yeah, definitely.
Okay,
cool.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I mean, who's everyone's?
Thought you were gonna stump us on that one.
No, I just wanted to know.
who's
There's a
everyone's
sexy
cartoon
on
crush?
the side. Well,
Oh, there is a
it's
sexy
cha-
cartoon.
You know, it's changed
changes, of
now
course.
since I'm growing up. My go-to Disney crush, Jane from Tarzan. Not a huge fan of the movie.
But you
Big
like
fan
that.
of her angled face.
Yes, and body.
Yeah.
She had a slender waist.
I
think
like
Ariel
I like Leela.
large
I like
animated
Leela
Leela.
from
Breasts.
Futurama
Why are all of the
and Amy
the
from Futurama.
Me too.
why is everything incest porn when it's like The Simpsons and Family Guy?
I
Is
don't
it?
know.
There's
Yeah.
such
It's
an
like Bart
extensive
fucking
use
Lisa.
of
when you're searching
people
the-
that can
yes.
be illustrated to be
Yes.
fucking each other.
Yeah.
Why does it all have to happen in the family?
Yeah, I don't know. That's
You could do
that. Yeah, I don't like
so
that
much
search. I
on
don't
Bart
like
should
that.
fucking
fuck
Edna
Sherry and Terry.
Krabappel and Principal Skinner doing it.
It's-
he's a war veteran. I mean, come on.
It's not a healthy searching
No.
up animated porn because
I guess not.
it comes back because all the first hits always come back with
it's
like weird
mostly
shit.
incest.
Yes,
Right.
it is, and it that's not fun. It makes you feel like, why the fuck am I even searching for this in the first
Oh,
place?
yeah, then you give up on it.
Yeah, and you give up on it.
You go back to regular old porn.
Regular old porn.
There's an animator that I was big into for years, Jab. I don't know. I haven't looked it up in years, but
yeah.
if you can find it out there, if you're into sexy cartoons, very little of his stuff was. No, actually, I think there was a whole thing about incest. Never mind.
Really?
Like a lot of his weren't
That's a
about
shame.
incest, and then I think like there was one whole comic, I Poppy, I believe it was called. And this,
Japanese
it was
animation.
all about like
Poppy.
family members just fucking each other.
Anime. How about anime? Anime doesn't have that. They just have octopuses and stuff.
Yeah, they have that kind of stuff.
yeah,
Aliens banging.
Yeah. They got weird
Women.
shit. They got, like
there
that.
was an amazing fan cartoon done of the Dragon Ball Z characters going after each other. Bulma and what
That's
was it?
like that's
18,
I know.
C18. What
Seen
was
it.
it? Yeah. That was good stuff.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
that was probably the highest quality. Second to Jab, highest quality cartoon porn.
Second to jab.
My crush never actually
Yeah, said yours.
Yeah.
Pocahontas.
Okay.
Yeah,
Big-
that's a
big,
good
big
one.
time Pocahontas fan,
Disney
and
one.
also Belle.
Yeah.
If
See,
we're
You're
going
talking
straight
about
Beauty and the
Disney
Beast.
princesses.
See,
Yeah,
I
Disney
wish I'd grown
princesses.
up more now, because like going back into the Avatar, The Last Airbender, and Legend of
Oh,
Korra
man.
thing, like those kids are like 14, 15 in the show, so I don't feel good about going back and jerking off to pedophile children now. But at the time, if I'd been, oh man,
Yeah. Well, the thing is, if I was growing up now with the access to porn that I like, if I was a teenager now, the access to porn that children have these days, like teenagers, they're going into puberty and the weird shit, like you just said it, Avatar porn. Like, what the fuck, man? I would
Last
have the
Airbender, not
weirdest.
the blue.
Oh, not
James
the blue.
Cameron stuff.
Okay.
Let's just be clear.
Sorry. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, but
No,
same
it wasn't,
thing.
no,
same
yeah,
thing.
mistake.
still.
Just
Yeah.
The fact that they can search whatever they want and find
Whatever
it.
they want and find it. It's whatever you want.
I was on the cresting edge of that, like by
Yeah.
by the I started with dial-up and waiting for to like get to
God
the
damn that
neck
bar.
and being like, oh,
Come
and, like,
on, give us
come
them
on,
titties.
I had to
titties.
use my
Just
imagination
waiting
for a
it
while
to
there.
go,
Oh well, yeah,
poor
everybody does.
bastard.
We had to use. I was a big fan of BET and MTV. And
Oh,
VH1.
Wild On? Are you fucking
Yeah,
kidding
Madonna.
me?
Madonna.
Yeah.
E
E
brought me
Entertainment
through
Network.
my
Howard Stern.
childhood.
Yeah.
Howard Stern,
Oh,
the
Howard
Girls Gone
Stern.
Wild
Yep.
commercials that would
Yep.
come on Comedy
God,
Central after
all the
like
time.
2.
What happened to Girls Gone Wild?
Oh, they're still out
The
there.
internet.
Yeah, the internet.
There are girls
Going
right now,
wild.
still out there going wild,
Going wild all the time.
tearing their.
I noticed last week this happened. I believe the week before. This segment always turns towards porn.
Yeah, so ladies, I hope this
segment
answers
we-
your question as to
we
what
all-
to do with your hands
We always
when
talk.
giving oral sex. I'm glad.
We always end up talking about porn. I have no problem with it. It's just gonna end up. It's just ends up being the.
Well, maybe that's
Maybe
porn
maybe
is
that
sex
can
segment.
be what the podcast is about, is porn.
Well, no, we need the segment. Oh.
Oh
yeah,
the segment.
should
Yeah.
be.
So with that being said, our next segment is we do a current event topic every week,
Yeah.
which is going to be NFL draft, as we are in Chicago,
Draft Town.
and we had Draft Town.
Draft Town.
Brian, did you end up going there?
No.
It was all rainy and shitty yesterday. Yeah.
been raining
I
and shit.
went, and I gotta say, the NFL is just a monster.
Yeah.
with
It
all
is.
of that.
It is. I don't think it's an exaggeration or incorrect to say it is the evil empire from the Star Wars universe.
Well, I was nervous to bring
about.
it up around you because you're such a sports fan, but I just hate them. I can't stand the NFL anymore.
I am a sports fan, but you know I love to hate things.
Yeah,
Why would you be
that's true.
afraid to bring that up to me?
I don't
Up
know.
it to me.
I don't know. I didn't want to
Because you like the same team.
We do like the same team.
And
Well, I
so
still
you're
like the. I want the
NFL
Giants to
yeah,
win.
no,
I just can't
support
stand.
my part of the awfulness that is
Oh, yeah.
the NFL. But
It just everything is. It's just so. You you can see through the curtain. You see eyes. It's all a bunch of bullshit. As an adult, you're like, this whole thing is just a bunch of bullshit.
It's the same as let's go. Let's
get
tear it
into
off.
it.
Let's go
Let's
into
get
it.
into it.
It's really hard to, as you continue to educate yourself, fully support either the NFL or the United States. The more history you learn about this country, which I'm a proud member of, you realize that, like, we're in our longest stretch without almost genocide, like active repression of people to the point where their lives don't matter. There's hard... No.
Hey, man, like 40 years? 30 years?
No, I see. I mean, like, there's still
20,
people that
20
can
years?
be. We're fucking dealing with the trans debate now. We still have not accepted that every American is equally as human as every other one.
I agree. I was only clapping for the genocide one, though.
I mean, yeah, but there's probably, like the stats on genocide, you don't find out. Like the people who were pushing the native population into different corners of the country and stealing all of their resources and, cutting them off from any government aid didn't think that they were committing genocide.
Yeah.
It's just, 2 generations later where you look at the paperwork and you're like,
is it only 2 generations later?
No, we are still killing native populations here. They're still being culturally deprived and
just with water.
Yes.
Lots of things. Yeah, the education
and
all of that.
economics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We almost know what we're talking about here. Like we have a decent water, and I wanted to be like specific example of water, and then he was like economics, and I wanted to be like specific example of economics.
Don't have it.
I guess we should say anybody out there listening, we definitely don't know what we're talking about, but we
have an idea.
We have an idea. Yes,
There is
we have an idea.
about-
We just don't know, like you said, many basic examples.
Like
there is a documentary about a North Dakota tribe that is super depressed.
I don't want to hear this.
And
This is going to depress the shit
I mean,
out of me.
but
Like,
that's
the thing,
what I know
that it's
about
really-
it. Is I saw a bit of that, and that's kind of what I know about
It's
it.
really upsetting. I love history. I love military history.
Yeah.
I think it's fascinating. I think it's an important part of how we got here as Americans and as people and as everything we are. But the more you study about it, the more you really want to like FDR or Kennedy or anything. You're like, oh, internment camps.
Yeah.
Like, pushing aside civil rights agendas to more solidify. There's always reasons.
Yeah.
There's always explanations. There's always...
Have you ever read Howard Zinn's The Real History of the United States?
No.
It's
I have it on my
fantastic. It's like
library list of things.
a couple
to
thousand
read.
pages, incredibly informative, and it just gets into the truth. It doesn't. It uses it's fact based in numbers, and his take on history is he doesn't leave the atrocities out, and he doesn't let it totally emotionally affect him. He
Sounds
just
like
he
there's
just,
a
he just
but
wants
coming.
the truth known. No, there is no but.
Okay.
He just wants the truth known. The truth is it's pretty horrible.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty horrible.
There's
but
very, very few stretches of American history.
Yeah.
Never mind world history. Let's just focus on American history.
Right.
Where the people in power haven't done something consciously and actively to stifle another population.
But here is the but. The but is that he doesn't let the emotion for so much as he says. He doesn't want the emotion to affect the truth. So he just wants the truth to be the truth. Yeah. And that's very, very, very refreshing read.
Say that 3 times.
A very, very refreshing read.
All right.
So the NFL draft town, right, boys?
Oh yeah. So basically, yeah.
We're
we
talking
just
about
compared
Star
the
Wars
NFL
here.
to genocide.
Yeah. I mean,
Nobody likes the NFL.
I mean, well, that's not true.
That's
as I
the
saw
problem,
in
is
Draft
that
Town,
Everybody likes
everybody
the
likes
NFL.
them.
The
And
people in
it's-
Draft Town seem like a bunch of troglodytes.
God damn.
They do. You weren't even there, and you could guess it.
Well,
But
because you explained it as
it's
such.
people. It's people coming from all around the area. Every single team has fans representing them. Like it's. I mean, it's obviously mostly Bears fans and Packers fans, but you know,
there's 2 fucking Giants fans in the room, and we're in Chicago.
exactly. But also this type
Tony's
of
not really a
event.
sports fan. He likes fighting now.
This type of event,
No,
though,
I'm just
that the
thinking about
NFL,
the NFL
that the
draft.
NFL puts together now. Like this never happened when it was at Radio City Music Hall, right? They never had a carnival.
Well, they tried to, but New York City had enough going
dense.
on that it was like, yeah, fine,
Yeah.
you can post up here for a few days, and we'll let you keep going.
Right.
Chicago was like, oh shit, yeah, you're gonna do something.
Right.
Well, still, it's technically terrible out. Like they know what's happening.
Right.
Late April, it was a possibility that would be nice.
Right.
They're like, yeah, let's drag people down to the lake.
Yeah,
get
we're
them out
essentially
there.
paying
But-
for them to be here.
But fans. But then again, the tourists. I swear, people traveled in here, put themselves up in a hotel downtown, like from all around the Midwest.
As a server down in Lumel, I made significantly more money this week than I would have in a normal week in April,
yeah.
because of the ignorant and unwashed. Just
I mean,
shoving
yeah,
food in
dude,
their
and
mouths.
they are ignorant, they are unwashed. It was a crazy madhouse down there.
And
it was
see,
so
like, as I
weird.
was speaking before about hating elitists and people that look down on everyone, I am.
Oh, totally.
I support equality.
And I ride a
I
fine
don't
line
believe
though.
it.
I know. I was about to say, doesn't sound like you believe in it too much.
Like,
Well, it's a real, like, and sometimes I really have to come to grips with like my view on the world, because I really have strong opinions on how people should behave and rules of etiquette and how things should operate, but also
Historically?
intellectually I believe that everyone should not be restrained to etiquette or like rules and these things. So it's a real toughie.
it is a toughie. And it takes me back to that Carlin quote where he goes like, think about how dumb the average person is, and then think that half of us or half of them are dumber than that. And now I believe that I skate on a fine line between average and slightly above average in like humanity. But like walking around Draft Town and just looking at all those people, I was really like, wow, these people are average and just slightly below average.
Here's a
It's
basis
crazy.
I think we can all agree
There's
with.
tons of them.
Has anybody seen that Facebook video where the guy's giving out free hugs at the
At the
Trump
Trump rally?
convention
Oh, yeah.
and then the Bernie convention?
Yeah.
Don't be those fuckers at the Trump convention. Just don't be those fuckers.
Yeah.
The people flicking him off
Yeah.
and don't be those guys. If you cannot be those guys, on average, I think you're gonna do okay. Like
Basically.
don't be that trash. That is just trash. That was at the first part of that video.
Yeah.
Like,
Also within myself as a person who ideologically completely agrees with what Bernie Sanders is representing and completely rejects what Donald Trump is representing, I have to imagine that there were a decent amount of people at that Trump rally that were edited out of being completely normal human beings.
I
Yeah.
agree.
And I'm
I
sure
agree with you. I
that
agree with
there
you.
were people at the Bernie rally that shouted the F word at him
Yep.
and did a
Yep.
bunch of awful stuff. And I would imagine that it was not necessarily disingenuous editing, that I believe the numbers would equal out that there was more of what was happening shown at
Yes.
the Trump rally than there
Yes.
was at the Bernie rally.
Yes.
Right.
But it wasn't black and white. Life
Right.
isn't. There's
It-
nothing
yes.
black and
It
white.
depends on
except
what-
for how I view the world.
It depends on what you call disingenuous, but I completely agree with your sentiment. The
Use up too many big words.
yeah, pretty much.
Ran out of steam.
Yeah, ran out of steam. No,
Wrapping it up.
it just makes me so angry thinking about it that I just tend to lose my focus on it. But yeah, you're smart enough to play devil's advocate, and not a lot of people are. And playing devil's advocate is one of my favorite. It's not even a game. It's just something people should do. I mean, if you
Empathize.
yes,
Empathy
completely.
is what I base my
Completely.
life view on.
Yeah.
And
It's my favorite word.
Somehow I skip the idea that, I try to remind myself, but we as humanity and forward-thinking people neglect empathy for who you disagree with. And empathy for those who lack empathy is a real tough road to climb. It's like, how do I understand the humanity and accept what a person is who doesn't believe that gay people should be married? Like, I have to acknowledge their humanity. I have to understand them as a person who has a viewpoint that is possibly equal to mine. Otherwise, I'm doing the exact same thing that they are and dismissing them based on
Their
a
beliefs.
That's
or
the beauty of that,
their
though, is that
existence.
I know exactly where you're coming from, but the beauty of that dismissive behavior is just so simple. It
Oh,
feels
it's so
good.
great to just be like,
It
fuck
feels
that
so
guy
good.
forever. I don't ever
Feels
want
so
to talk
good.
to him. We should burn him.
Yeah. Yes, it feels so good to be like, fuck that shit. I don't want to fix our issues, the personal issues me and you have. I want you to be gone.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm going to make a cabin. In my cabin, these are the rules. You stay on your fucking cabin.
Yep.
And I'm going to buy a shotgun.
Yep.
And
No, keep going, bro.
well, I mean, like,
What are you gonna do with that shotgun?
Part of
What are you
me,
gonna do with that
like,
shotgun?
Part of my
Sit on his porch.
It's
Rocking in his chair,
it's-
waiting for him to come on by and say, You
Like,
turn right
let's
back
look
around,
at Hunter
sir.
Thompson, who's like a bastion of liberal and like he was the voice.
Do what you want type of guy, but as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else.
Libertarian, I guess, is probably where he wound up more towards the end. But he was the voice of like a young generation of Democrats for years and years. He was the anti-Nixon. He covered the Democratic National Campaign here in '68. He was down in the streams in the front of it. It's that weird mixing of worlds where now Reagan wouldn't be conservative enough to win the ticket and the all these. Oh boy, I've kind of fallen off the rails here. I know what I'm trying to say. Once again, I just don't have any of the information.
Hunter S. Thompson nowadays would be.
He's a maniac that.
He was a maniac, but he
guns.
You
just
could not call him
and the American. Yeah. He was a
far left liberal nowadays would be terrified of Hunter S. Thompson.
Oh, that's not true. I am.
They would look like,
and I'm not.
They would look like you're of the age not to be. Like what he was doing, setting himself on a ranch with guns and shooting guns and taking drugs all day long.
Doesn't that sound so much fun?
It does sound fun. It sounds terrifying. It hurts my heart thinking about it. What he did all day. The drugs he took when he got up in the morning to when he went to bed.
Most of the time.
I've heard it was.
He drank a lot of whiskey.
Just drinking.
Did you see that Conan
where they
segment where they went out and shot guns and he had a little bar set up?
Just
like
I did not
drinking whiskey.
Eagle Ranch,
watch that. Yeah, you gotta watch that. It's hilarious, and it's like a young Conan O'Brien too.
Can we do a segment break soon?
Yeah. We'll pause right now,
and then
we're gonna pause it here because Brian's pussy.
We have only one segment left, anyways.
No, I have to pee. It has.
We're gonna edit this part out anyways.
He's trying to degrade me for having to pee. Like I don't understand.
It's just that we on the Zach and Tony show pee our pants.
Being a little baby girl makes me somehow less than because you think a young female is
still talking.
Is he still talking? Yeah,
I refuse to accept that as an insult.
Breaks
I'm
on a podcast,
and my gender and age has nothing to do with it.
I
am a grown man who needs to pee in the toilet
all the time.
We pee pants.
Shut up, Zach.
Hey, everybody! The final segment of the Zach and Tony show with Mr. Brian Gartland. No, of this episode. With Mr. B.M. Fartland is the review segment. Earlier this week, Brian, Tony, and I watched a little movie y'all may have heard of that came out around the holidays. It's called Krampus.
Say it right.
Krampus?
Say it right.
Krampus.
Oh, Jesus.
Krampus.
Like the German broad.
Is the old German broad?
The old German broad of the movie.
I thought it was effectively scary.
It was
a creepy little movie there.
Funny movie. And Jacob Brown was absolutely right. It was like Tremors meets Gremlins.
Tremlins.
That's not a bad combo for if you're an 80s 90s kid like we are.
Did not like the unhappy ending. I know that gave it some credibility. I just wanted the.
It was a happy ending.
That is the only part I didn't
for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, but they don't necessarily know that. Who says we aren't?
Oh, they're certain of it.
Are
so
they?
Would
they all come to realization, right?
So would that mean that the end of Men in Black is also sad? The same exact
because you're stuck in a marble.
No, because in Men in Black, I don't think they're aware. They're not. I think the punishment in the snow globe is, oh, you're aware you're stuck in a fucking snow globe.
But I don't think that. I disagree. I don't think that they are aware of what is happening to them. I think that they are conscious that their experience with Krampus happened, so they know that the lesson, like that, wasn't just a weird fever dream. They know that all those things existed. But how would they know that their reality is kept in some weird little workshop now? And also,
I think they're going to find out.
I don't.
You don't think so?
No, I think that they will live the rest of their lives just kind of being like...
Well, hey, I want it to be what you're saying, but I don't think that's the way it is.
I mean, I'm just thinking that it's very possible we live in a Krampus workshop right now, and we wouldn't have any idea of it, just like they wouldn't.
I guarantee we're not at least in a Krampus workshop.
You can't make that guarantee.
Close my eyes again.
I, for one, hated the two little girls.
Oh,
that's about all I can say about it.
Oh,
they were effectively cast as awful cousins.
Yeah, of course,
bad people.
I didn't think that they were bad in the movie. I just hated them.
Oh yeah, no, it was totally effective. Zach the next day said he got scared, so he passed out.
That's
such
Did
bullshit.
I say that?
Did you get scared?
No. We said it was scary, so I felt like it wasn't like, I'm hiding, so I'll fall asleep. It was just like, this is a little scary. Instead of torturing my brain, I'm gonna go to where there's candy.
I definitely passed out, and I definitely thought that it was scary. I actually passed out to that movie twice. I
What a
started
pussy.
watching it on the plane home from
I
Vegas.
don't want to hear you talk
Or
anymore.
was it an automobile?
And I was
scared?
and I was wasted
Were you
drunk
good, you
and passed
boy,
out to
boy?
it then. And then we
Close your
tried
eyes,
to
Tony.
watch it. We tried to watch it again, the other day, and
Yeah, it's scary.
it was
man.
scary. But also, I had just got done watching Deadpool with Rob.
What's up, Tone?
Yeah, it was scary. yeah, it was.
It
was.
was.
It was
Yeah.
scary.
Thanks,
It
Brian.
effectively set a mood of bringing you into a delightful little Christmas universe and then making you think that characters you would come to at least tolerate had died.
Well, that being said, though,
Movies like
I'm
that-
not really scared of movies in general.
Slasher films I'm scared of. That's what I'm actually scared of. Knives, normal people killing people. That shit fucking scares the shit out of me. Don't
Ooh,
even
knives.
start.
Well, anyways, since we're here
was
and,
about a
and
knife.
threatening
My eyes
each
closed.
other with knives, we each have 2 thumbs. What do you guys think? 2 thumbs up
Buttholes.
each, or thumbs down, or what?
I'm gonna put one thumb up and the other thumb to the side.
I'm gonna put 1 thumb down and 1 thumb up because I like the actors in it. It seemed like it was gonna shape up pretty nice, and
Yeah.
I trust you guys. So 1 thumb up, 1 thumb down because I fell asleep.
I'm gonna put one hand in my pocket and give 1 thumb up. I'm not willing to give it the 2 thumbs up
Sure.
review, but I don't want to put a thumb down.
I get you.
So I'm just gonna maybe
So just one.
That's
kind
kind
of
of why I'm
grab
doing the
a-
neutral one.
Well,
here.
I'm doing something different.
So
So,
we've got
you can
3
do mine.
thumbs up and a thumb
Don't
down.
let me close my eyes again.
3 thumbs up.
Swear to
You
God.
won't fucking do
I
it.
swear
You
to-
won't fucking. Oh shit.
Oh, damn it.
Oh
He
shit.
closed it.
Okay.
Well, so it looks like Krampus gets 3 thumbs up and a thumb down and a thumb to the side and a hand in the pocket. is the review we're
All
gonna
right,
give
hold
it.
on. It was 2 eyes closed, 1 side, 1 thumb to the side.
Yes.
3 thumbs up, 1 thumb down, and a thumb in the pocket.
Yeah, or a hand in the pocket.
Well, my thumb's there too.
But what's the thumb doing?
It's none of your fucking business.
Scratching his balls, massaging his balls.
With the thumb?
Yeah.
Can you not scratch your balls with your thumb, Tony?
No, he keeps
Not if it's in my pocket.
he keeps that fingernail really
I'm
cut
going
low.
like this. Yeah, I could.
I guess I could.
Yeah.
He took his pants off to find out.
Playing pocket pool. Remember that?
Playing
Remember that saying?
pocket pool.
Pocket pool.
All right, let's wrap this fucker up.
All right, Brian,
let's plug
your
some shit for
plugs again, if you got any or want to do any, or if you want to recommend anything to anybody.
Facebook.
Yeah, watch. The dogs. Oh shit! Watch out for the dogs. Go support your friends out there that are doing great stuff.
Very
Just
true.
Go to 2 live performances a week.
Very
at
true.
Minimum,
Cool.
Give people likes on Facebook. It makes them feel better.
Yep.
It shouldn't validate them as much as it does. But if you see a status that someone clearly put something behind, don't be withholding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just like it.
I tend to
like
like it. I tend to
like Brian's
everything.
statuses, everybody.
No, not
God damn
mine.
it.
Not mine.
Would you
Mine-
get out there and
I
like
only
Brian's
want,
statuses?
No, do not just like. I want my Facebook currency to mean something.
Brian
so if
doesn't
you
like
interact
himself
with
enough.
any of my posts, I want it to be reviewable, upheld.
I agree with what you're saying.
There you go.
Also, like
The
Brian,
news
but I'll
asterisk.
say it. You go ahead and like Brian's post.
Brian M. Fartland on
he can't say it.
Instagram and Twitter.
Brian M. Fartland on Instagram and Twitter.
There you go.
Yeah.
Brian M. Fartland on Instagram and Twitter. Zach, do you have anything
More to
you would
come
like?
soon.
Oh, there we go. Do you have anything you would like to
Don't burp
add
into
here?
the mic.
If you're a stand-up comedian, go to Finley Dunn's on Tuesday nights and do their open mic. I like those guys. Pat Kent Comedy Practice.
Crowd theater, cool people. They're doing some cool stuff over there.
Crowd Theater. Our roommate Brian's and my roommate Andrew Campbell does a lot of shows over there. They're nice people. Go and see something there as well.
Irving
Good
Park
call.
and Broadway.
Yeah.
Good people run that place.
And then other than that, I think on June 4th, I'll be drumming with James Mano and the BOTs.
Big
That's
old
big
titties.
old titties are back and in your face. So come and get some. Check out my Facebook for that. Tony, take it away.
June June 12th, 4 p.m. Irving, Lincoln, and Damon Rib Fest. Man Called Noon will be playing the festival. This should be very exciting. We'll have an hour-long set. It's kind of awesome to be playing a
Really
festival.
awesome. Plus the delicious and expensive ribs.
Yes. So please come to that if you don't mind. And
Fuck yeah, do it.
Just
Festival
started
of the summer.
Take that plug again.
Yeah.
Don't be passive.
No, fucking do it.
Really do it?
Please
Listeners.
come if you can. That's 2 caveats in the same plug.
You know what? June 12th,
Yeah.
4 p.m.
Ribfest.
Ribfest.
God damn
Be there, you goddamned animals.
Ooh,
Get
give
messy.
Me chills. Give me chills.
They're multiplying.
Be there and watch Man Called Noon. Go to www.mancallednoon.com to learn more about Man Called Noon. Buy our album, The Bad Guy. And we just started the web series, the interview-based web series, 1 Man, 2 Beers, and 3 Questions. And check that out. It's coming at you. Brian Gartland's going to be a guest, actually, right after this podcast.
Hey. Oh, and John's thing. I'll plug that.
Oh, yeah.
John Wickholm?
John
Oh,
Wickholm's
yeah.
thing.
His web series,
This
right?
thing that I did basically
Interview
the same
show.
thing for.
Does he
it's,
Talk out of my asshole.
Hair of the Dog is what
There
it's
it
called.
is, dog.
Hair of the
There
Dog.
it is.
Has that come out yet?
I don't think so. I think they're planning on releasing them when they have a lot.
All at the same time.
Yeah.
I've been there, done that.
Hair of the Dog with John Wickholm. That's Odd John. Odd_John, I
OD.
think, at
Yeah.
Instagram. So
Yeah, we could go on all
We'll
day.
go on.
with
Yeah, we
everybody.
could-
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have friends doing
Have
shit.
friends doing
you know,
shit.
look us up
and then stumble onto their stuff.
You know,
all right?
find it.
We'll have all these
that
people
way.
on this show.
And
One
you'll
time or another anyways.
figure it
And,
out.
thank you, Mom, for listening and for fast-forwarding through the dirty part.
Let's go Mets.
Thank you.
All right. I love you.
No,
Bye.
seriously. Thanks,
Keep
Mom.
that Let's Go Mets part in.
Ciao.
All right. Bye.
Keep that. Yeah, bye.
Bye.
You're up to go out tonight. I'm down if you are too. You're carrying all the hate. I'm carrying a grudge I got to lose. On a walk to get to the ride. You're all screams in the night. But nothing is a return. Just the echo and what it learned.